Welcome back as we continue to track out this major winter storm. And right now, we want to go to Waterbury Mayor Paul Pernerewski, who has been so kind to join us at this hour. Good afternoon to you, Mayor. Thanks for your time.
Good afternoon. I'm happy to be with you today.
Well, one of the things that we've been talking about with a lot of city and town leaders is parking bans and how a lot of residents are heating in some areas. We want to know, what's it looking like in Waterbury? Has that been a headache for your DPW crews as they're trying to clear all of this snow?
Yeah, parking is always an issue here. We do have a parking ban in place. I've gotten reports that it looks like in many places people are honoring the parking ban, but one of the issues we have is just there's an awful lot of cars now in old three-family houses that don't have parking lots or driveways, and so for a lot of people it's just very hard for them to get their cars off the street. So to the extent you can do it, we encourage people to do it. It does make it easier to plow, but we know we're never going to get 100% compliance with that.
All right, Mayor, I quickly want to touch on water main breaks, which of course have been an issue in this city. I had to bring it up. I had to bring it up, Mayor, because I've been there in the Brass City covering this over the past month or so. But, you know, we're not just talking about snow, we're talking about cold. And do you foresee this cold weather having an impact on those transmission lines as you continue to do this critical work?
So, you know, winter is always a more difficult time for water main breaks. We do typically through a year in the city have about 30 to 40 breaks of some sort. The one we experienced right before Christmas was unique. It really was probably a once in a lifetime occurrence. There were a lot of unique conditions that came together. So while it is possible that we'll see some issues, we have them as recently as 2 weeks ago, smaller breaks. I don't think we're going to face anything of the magnitude that we saw just before Christmas at the end of December.
And obviously, as we kind of talk about clearing the snow and the crews that you have, how is preparations getting ready for today? Did you have to call in any other reinforcements? How many trucks are in your fleet today working on roads all over Waterbury, even those high elevation areas?
Yeah. So we have 32 of our own trucks with sanders on the back that are out plowing and sanding today. We have about 9 garbage trucks, garbage packers that are out with plows on them on top of that. And we've brought in about 32 contract workers who are plowing as well. So we've got a good number of trucks out on the street. The issue right now is the snow is coming down faster than you can really keep up with it as far as the plowing goes. We're at the highest part of the storm right now, probably for the next couple of hours. The good news is I was out a little while ago. I think between a combination of it being Sunday afternoon and a lot of places are closed typically on Sunday, but also a lot of restaurants and the rest have closed today. There's not a lot of places to go. So the cars on the street, there's very few of them out there. People are staying home today, and that's making it much easier for the crews to get out and keep the roadways clear. But I would encourage anybody who doesn't need to be out to stay home this afternoon, watch football, you know, watch some show that you've been wanting to stream for a while, and wait until, you know, much later this evening or tomorrow morning before you really try to venture out.
Mayor, can you give us a sense of what your day looks like? I'm sure it's going to be long. And if you've been, you know, speaking to some of these contractors, that for many of them, they might be working 24 hours straight in order to clear all of the snow that we're getting. So what's their attitude like? What are they feeling right now as they know they have such a long day ahead?
You know, they're typically the folks that we get in, so they kind of know what this is all about. This is that time of year that they face it. It does get tiring. You know, you start out, you're pretty fresh, but as the days go on, it does get tiring. And I'll tell you, being out in a truck pushing snow in a plow, especially while it's snowing as heavy as it is, it's very difficult to keep focused. So, but they do it. They do a great job for us, our crews and those guys as well. So they're very professional.
Okay, well, we really appreciate you taking the time in your busy day. I'm sure it has been eventful, to say the least, so far. So stay safe as this storm continues to carry us through tonight.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mayor. That was Waterbury's Mayor Paul Pernerewski.